Well, hey, here we go. We're live. How are you, Dan?
Hi, Andy. How are you doing?
Thank you. So, everybody, thanks for joining us. I'm Andy Henderson. I am founder and Sherpa Guide at Forward Thinking and also curator and community builder at Your Affordable Board. And you're here for episode 1 of what is a series of interviews and a bit of banter with people who are founder members of Your Affordable Board, because that's the key topic today. It's all about Your Affordable Board, you know, what it is, what it's all about, but more importantly, how the members are actively joining so they can help other people with their superpowers. Because every single founder member has a superpower in doing something, helping someone with something. And what I'm trying to do is harness that power together and channel it to helping people solve their problems. So Dan's got some superpowers. He's going to tell us all about them shortly. And one of his superpowers is all about bringing in new customers into your world via the gift of digital technology like social media, funnels, and all that kind of jazz. So what do you think about that? So Dan, welcome. Dan Elson is one of the founder members of Your Affordable Board. He's also a customer of mine. I'm a customer of his, and we've pretty much been working together for a couple of years. So Dan, Chasing Flags Digital, how are you doing?
I'm good. Yeah, appreciate allowing me to come on and speak to your audience and for the nice intro. So yeah, it's great to be here. It's great to join this community, this movement, this what you're building. It's great. And I guess perhaps enlighten people. Tell them a little bit about YAB. Tell them a little bit about why did you do this? Why
did I do it? Well,
why do you want to do it? What is it all about?
Okay, I will do. So honestly, the reason why this came about was it was kind of twofold. The first one was I put a video on LinkedIn, and there was a guy called Phil, and he said, "Andy, I've been watching your stuff for ages. Can we just jump on a Zoom call? I'd love to talk to you directly about what you do and what I do and stuff." So I had a real good chat with him. It turns out it was like a ninja guy, like an eighth Dan in some sort of taekwondo type stuff. Anyway, but he was also a digital transformation technology leader in the software industry. And he was also like a coach, an aspiring coach. And, he was kind of coaching me. We had this like a 45-minute conversation. And in the end, what he kind of said to me was, Andy, if you forgive me for saying, I think what you need is community. He said, what you need, Andy, is community. And I'm like, what do you mean? He said, well, everything you talk about, it's about you and what you're doing and how you're serving others and stuff. But he said, where's your sense of community? What are you feeling like you're belonging to? What is your higher purpose that's about, working with others? And you know what? It absolutely rocked me to my core. It sent me into an almost tailspin because I got into thinking like, geez, I'm 43. I've never felt like I've been in a community before. I've never felt connected to anything that feels bigger than myself. I mean, there was a corporate job that I had, when I was running that IT company, but there was always a bit of me that always felt on the edge, on the outside, a misfit, like on the periphery of things. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So there was that, and it got me thinking about community. How do I create a community? I've never been part of a community. How do I fit in? How do I belong? And I started to think about all the different communities I've kind of joined and always felt like they're not for me. So I thought, well, if there's nothing out there for me that makes me feel that sense of belonging, I'm going to have to create something. I'm going to have to create some kind of community. So that was one concept, but then something else had been bugging me for absolutely ages. And it was the fact that every time a customer worked with me, so customer comes in, fantastic, nice to meet you. Let's do the stuff, and we go through the program, and everything's great. We get to know about each other. It's really, really good, really quite an intimate sort of thing. We get to know each other really, really intimately. But of course, any customer engagement usually has a beginning and an end, especially with a coach. It's rare that you find coaches working with customers for 10 years because what that coach can give that particular client. In 3 years' time, 4 years' time, 5 years' time, that client might need something else, something different, something new, something next level. So I'm like, well, every time a customer comes, they come in, we do the work, then they go. And every time they went, a little bit of me kind of went with them, like come back. Yeah. And it was not about I want their money. I want their community. I want them to be with me. I want to share and support and be part of, in any small way, the journey that they're on. You know, as they progress. And I suppose the biggest thing was sitting here. You know, when you're a small business owner, you know, and of course we work together. We've got Catherine that works with us, and you know, we've got people. I don't have any employees, but I've got people that work with me and help me keep me motivated, of course. But it's kind of lonely. Because, you know, the stuff that you're frustrated by, I can't tell you. I can't go back home and tell my wife. I want to tell a business person. I want to tell a business owner my frustration. I want them to help me. Because very often, isn't it easy to help someone else's problems? It's easy to problem solve someone else's stuff than it is your own. So, you know, put these three things in the melting pot. You know, A, the conversation about me never feeling like part of a community. B, every time a customer leaves me, it's like a piece of me leaves with them, and I want to create something where we can stay connected for a longer period of time. And C, mixing it up with the last bit about the loneliness and isolation. And I suppose the final piece of the melting pot really was about everyone loves helping each other, right? Everyone loves helping people, whether it's helping someone in business or whether it's actually, you know, a little old lady, you're walking in the village or in the town, a little old lady or a little old man falls over and hurts himself. You know, you'd be there, wouldn't you? Picking them up and making sure they're okay and sitting with them till help arrived, maybe. And, you know, once that had been done, you'd walk away and you'd think, I'm really proud of myself for that. I'm really proud of myself for helping someone else and not thinking about how much time it was going to take, how much I was going to charge them. You know, it just feels good to just be in a space, a safe space maybe, where you can just help people. So that's a 4 or 5 minute answer there, Dan. I'm really sorry.
No, but it's great. Like the example you just give there, it's like one off. It's like a look at the draw. Whereas, like if you wrapped it in some structure, in a framework, in an opportunity for that to happen, then you're more likely to move forward quicker rather than it just being a piece of luck that you know, you just so happen to ask a question or you just happen to voice some frustration. That's like just so happen to happen type thing. Like
it's random, isn't it? It's random, isn't it? So what we're creating is a structured way to channel that need to help others and be in a community where you're helping others, but directly there's people at your back helping you. So the ethos being like, you know, one of the members, Gordy, you know, he said, Andy, I've joined because I want to walk in there as one person and come out with 30 people at my back. And I thought, do you know what? That's flipping awesome. That. And that's exactly what we all want. And there's people in there with multi-million-pound businesses. There's founder members with, you know, with 30, 40, 50 members of staff. They already have those people at their back, but it's not the same because you want board members at your back. And these people are boards of directors still, but they want that community at their back. Helping them problem solve, being open and vulnerable and authentic with each other and providing that support mechanism to boot.
Well, we all join for different reasons. Like I quite like, well, there's a number of different reasons why I've joined. Like
Dan, tell me why. Why are you paying money to be able to help other people? Usually they pay you to help, right?
Yeah, which is funny. Like we explain it like that, you're like, well, yeah, I wanna be like I'm on the journey, you know, the journey of this place, and I'm maybe a few more steps ahead than somebody else. Maybe I'm miles behind the other person, and I want to know, Mr. Board of Director, like how did you get a £5 million business? It's something that I don't know how to do yet. I'm not there yet, but if I'm part of this community, you can help me, but I can also help you because you might have a problem that I'm further ahead on. Just because my business is not making 5 million yet doesn't mean that I haven't solved a problem that you haven't solved. Absolutely. Or as a team that I can see externally. So, it's that kind of thing. So I like that bit to learn from other people, to understand like what problems are they getting now. Yeah. And so I can visualize something that without being in this community, I couldn't visualize before.
Yeah, and that's awesome.
So for me, that's awesome. The other thing is the community. It's the, like you say, like being in your own little room, working from home is great. Yeah. But to be in your own world and no around you, like to come out of a place where I came from the advertising agency world, where it's collective, everybody's working together, everybody's on this mission. You feel part of that, and you know where you're going. Whereas on your own, sometimes it is lonely as a business owner. You're like, who do I talk to? My friends are business owners, and who, so you being in that group and that community and feeling part of something that's bigger, and feeling that you have this place where you can go to help each other and to communicate with each other, and that have a beer afterwards, cool. But then you start making lifelong friends. I think that's probably where it's going to be. And we've mentioned this before, where we go in there and it's not the corporate networking people have been to before. It's not that. It's you go in there and it's name first, the you first. It's not what's your business called. It's personal first. That's what I want to feel. I want to be there. I want to interact with people and be like, oh, how's it going? Oh, you got a family. Oh, you played the drums.
Yeah.
Oh, when you playing next? I want to come see you and have a beer with you. And eventually we'll probably talk about business eventually, because that's his life. Because with business owners, it's his life, isn't it? There's no separation. There's no job. And
that's it. That's it. And I suppose what you're describing there, Dan, is it's relationships, it's community, it's building, it's care and support, isn't it? And being interested, and not just doing it because it's about making money. It's nothing to do with that, is it? Because this is one of the things that I was really I'm really anti in this community is the selling bit. We've got networking groups all over the place that I think their primary goal is to bring people together so they can sell each other's stuff to each other and to their connections. But my point of view is, if you go, so they're going selling first, right? Sales first.
Yeah.
This is community first, and selling is not even something that we're gonna discuss as a group. Now, my ethos is, if you bring 30 great people together that are caring and supportive of each other and in there for community and building relationships and solving each other's problems, then and that solving each other's problems is brilliant, because solving problems helps you think more clearly. It helps you feel better, and it helps you concentrate on the things that are really most important in your business. I had this direct thing the other day. So I'm working with a client, and he's a founder member as well, Chris Ball, from a company, quite a local company. He's got loads of staff, great business, multi-million-pound business. And we've been working through some problems, on our monthly coaching stuff, and they've done Success GPS. It's been great. But there's been underlying problems that we've had to go through and fix. And as those are slowly being fixed and coming to an end, his thinking's changed massively. It's massive. I mean, he's created a training and development thing for young people. He's engaging with Berkeley College. He's engaging with different software vendors on this piece of technology. He's engaging with futuristic technologies in the sustainable heating and cooling space, because he's got less problems now. Yeah. So his mind's free enough now to think about big picture, exciting stuff. Now, if your world's full of problems, all you can think about is the problem in front of you and how to get beyond it. All of a sudden, if we're a community helping to fix those, we're thinking clearer, we're feeling better, we're doing the right stuff. Do you know what I mean? And if selling will happen by default, because we're just helping each other. We want to get to know each other. It will just, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. It doesn't need to. We don't need to create a structure around it, do we?
No, it's my old philosophy from marketing standpoint is value, provide value, attract them into your world, provide them value to attract them in your world, help them. Actually, weird, eh? Help them solve their problems, and they're more likely to go, oh, okay. Eventually, as the end result, then becomes a sale.
Yes,
but it's that add value to the world. Why not? Why not? Instead of taking it, add to the world and help people. And like I say, it's in that brick wall, 5 years and 10 years. Why? What are you doing? Because other people have solved that problem. Why don't you be in a community in a structured way where it is, that place where if you get over that, climb over that wall, why not? Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you? So,
yeah.
Dan, here's a question for you. So, this episode 1 of this type of scenario where I'm going to be bringing the founder members in and we're going to have some banter about life and about stuff. And one of the things that the headline to this particular video was all about, you and your superpowers. So we've talked a bit about YAB and why it's all what we're doing it for community, why you've joined it, why I created it and stuff. But you've got a unique set of skills, right? That's going to benefit this community. You've got a unique set of skills. We're going to benefit this community with what you can help them with. And I know because of the questions that I ask all the founder members before they join, I ask them 3 questions. What are the 3 things that you need help with right now in your business? What are the 3 things that you can give help with to others massively in your business, i.e. what are your superpowers? And the 3rd question is, tell me 3 random facts that you're interested in outside of business, like cats or conspiracy theories or hoverboarding at weekends on Lake Windermere, whatever. And so I know you've got a set of superpowers, right, that are directly going to impact the community in a really positive way. Because I know your superpowers match some problems that people have in that community. So tell us about your superpowers and how you can help that community.
Oh.
Superpower, that's a tall order, isn't it?
All question. So my background is, finished university, got a degree in marketing, always interested in the marketing side of the world. Learned business in college, got attracted to that element of it. I found it fascinating, how to essentially persuade people to do something. Psychology to it. And I found that really fascinating, and then went to university, studied there. So I come out of university, my first job is in automotive. So it's working for a local car dealership and helping with their marketing. And that introduced me to the world of agencies. We had a design agency, we had a marketing agency, we had this. So I was bringing all these people together in the community, to help solve our problems, essentially.
Awesome.
And I was like, this is interesting. Like, there's this world of advertising agency. Okay, cool. So after a few years, I jump into one of them. I get that job based on, and I'm starting at the bottom, account exec, essentially, like supporting account. And
Bugs body.
Yeah, basically. Cup of teas, yeah. But it was learning the trade, of course. And the reason why I got that was because they just landed a new account, which was really massive. And it was in automotive. And it was like, this guy has been in the trenches. He understands them. He understands the industry. He knows how it works. They'll love having somebody like that in the account, of course. Dan, you know how it is. Yeah, I do. Because last week I worked in the industry. So that's how I basically got started and moved up. Personal development's a big thing. You're asking one of the things I'm interested in. Personal development and getting better and understanding how people solve their problems and how they got better, and learning a lot of Tony Robbins, Dale Carnegie, all this kind of stuff. Went on that journey, went up and drove up ranks. Did some travel, came back, joined another agency. So I've got a lot of experience over a decade now in marketing. But it got to a point where I kind of fell a bit out of love with it, because I was like, it's a bit, I always out.
Did you get the Groundhog Day feeling?
No, it was more like, why, what am I doing with marketing? Because unfortunately, it is the devil on your shoulder and the angel. I'm not religious, but it is that, where you can use it for good and you can use it for evil. And I was like, well, what am I doing? Like flogging car insurance and buying it. What am I doing? Why am I doing this?
Yeah.
So that's why I launched my own business, because I could see there were a gap in the market. You've got agencies, you've got in-house, and they both got advantages and disadvantages. And I saw a gap in the market, an opportunity there, because you can have both. You can feel part of the strategy because you have all the knowledge, experience of your industry, of your dream buyer, as we call it. You have all that knowledge, but I have all the knowledge of the marketing and the strategy and so forth. So let's work together and build a strategy together and help each other go on this journey. So to me, it made it obvious because I've sat in both seats.
Yeah.
I've sat inside the business. I've also sat in the agency and realized that it's that combined effort. So that's why, and the reason why I fell back in love, let's say, with marketing is because I was like, wait a minute, like I have all this skill set. There's people out there like yourself, Andy.
Yeah.
There's people out there that have got problems I can help solve with my experience, with my knowledge of this. And the reason why, I kind of got back into it was because, wait a minute, there's actually people out there that are trying to help solve other people's problems. There's actually people out there that are providing value. They just don't know how to connect with their audience. They just don't know how to attract them. Yeah. And it's difficult. It's challenging. It's hard. And I realized, wait a minute, actually, I can improve people's lives indirectly through my skill set, my superpower. Yes. I can improve people's lives because if I help them connect with their audience, they improve that. And you always talk about this. When I did Success GPS, it's that knock-on effect. It's crazy how many people then it can impact because it doesn't just impact you, but impacts your customers, their family, their life. It's crazy, like the knock-on effect. And I realized that I could help improve people's lives through my marketing superpower. So
that's it.
That's what I want to do. So 2018, 30th birthday, I was like, I want to start my own business before my 30th birthday, just before it, like a week before, 2 weeks before, set up my own agency. And that was 2018. It's crazy, just gone. But throughout that, we've been working together for years now. And throughout that, it's how can I keep adding value? How can I keep solving problems and helping improve people's lives? And it's all a journey, and business is a journey, and business, that's YAB is. It's just a journey, and people different.
Yeah, the YAB things, like instead of the journey being end to end and straight line, the YAB thing's more like circular. It's more like we're together and we're constantly working on moving forwards and refining stuff and eliminating those problems. And it's great to, there's a lot of people in the group, in the community that need help with marketing. And for you to come into this group and offer that service, offer that ability, and offer that experience to the community to say, look, I can help with that. I know you're a great business. I'm going to find out more about it. And I know there's customers out there that need your help. So we're going to come up with ideas that are going to bridge that gap to bring those customers closer to you. And of course, when we do that, and we can do that with some predictability, and we can, you can imagine the smile on lots of MDs' faces when that bit of their business starts working, like predictably pulling in customers that are not just any customer, but dream customers that really suffer the problems that particular company can solve. It's amazing, absolutely amazing. So, and I think when we look at each of the founder members, Dan, as well, every single one of them has got their unique superpowers.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of it. It could be, a superpower relating to mental health and well-being. It could be a superpower relating to operational efficiency or spreadsheet stuff. It could be a superpower relating to finance and numbers, your P&L and your balance sheet and maybe even wealth management. There are so many different skill sets in the room, and it's such a diverse room as well. We've got a very balanced room with, half men, half women, some minorities as well, which is great. And we've also got a huge spread of company size, from solopreneurs right up to businesses that are turning over 5, 6, 7, 8 million and have got, 30, 40, 50 members of staff. So for us to be in that environment, pulling help and giving help at the same time, I think it's going to be next level, isn't it?
Yeah, the concept of like, I see it like people have different lenses. So I look at the world from a marketing lens.
Yes.
You look at the world from business lens. Somebody else in finance looks at it from finance lens. And I like how we can all look through our unique lens, and we're all external to each other's business, and we can look in our unique lens to help solve that individual problem. And we're all going to come up with different angles because we look at the world differently. And to be in a room where, you know, like, to have that many people, and even if you've got a board of directors, that's not to say that each board member really is superpower. Whereas this case, their business, that's their business. That's what they want to have chosen to do. That's the people they're choosing to serve. They you know, I have this phrase, balls deep in it. They're balls deep in
Can you say that live? Can we say balls deep live on air to a professional?
Not if we keep saying it over and over again. But like, so they're in. That's their world, and they're going to look at the problem uniquely from that lens. And I just think being in that room is so much more valuable than having a board of directors, which would cost hundreds of thousands a year in salaries. Yeah. It's way more than that, and we plug into that, and within that environment, I just think the concept that you've come up with, the opportunity for us all to be in that structured environment where it's not business, it's let's help each other, you know.
It is, and that's it. You know what? That's another thing you've hit upon there, Dan. That's really important for us to explain is that, and I've taken a lot of guidance off a chap called Dave Scholes. You know Dave Mindsight and Roast and Toast and Six Connections. Before I met him, he didn't have any of these businesses, and then 2 years later, he's got them all in place, and we're working together on some stuff. But you know, his view is, you know, look what the market's doing and do the opposite. So we've kind of done that in a lot of things with YAB. But also the thing is, you know, I was thinking with my PA Catherine, you know, we need name tags, we need all this sort of stuff there, we need blah blah blah, we need business cards, blah blah. And then I thought to myself, no, I don't want this. Speaking to Dave as well, he said, no, we don't want this stuff. No. This isn't about business cards. This isn't about businesses. This isn't about size of business, how many millions you turn over or whatever. This is about people. It's about people carrying the problems around with them inside their body, inside their head, and they can't share some of those problems with their existing board, their friends, their family, their wife or husband. But they can share it with a bunch of business owners, business leaders, all focused on building a community, a safe community, a supportive community, an authentic, a truthful and trusting community. They can share them with those people because they know what it's like to be in that chair, in the top chair, in the owner's chair, in the MD, the CEO's chair. They know what it feels like. They know how isolating and disconnecting it can be. And for me, that it's you walk into YAB as a person. I don't care what size your business is, but what I want to know is, how can we serve you? How can we help you? How can we get you thinking better, feeling better, and doing the right things, doing more of the right things for your people, your customers, and yourself and your family? You know, awesome. And if you can play a part in that, Dan, which you are doing, and you know the community can all, you know, you help 30 people. All those 30 people are going to help you with their different lenses.
Yeah,
I'm excited about it. I mean, I can't help it. I'm super excited.
It's crazy, isn't it? Like for me, and you know, to improve people's lives, it's just an extension. It's just another way for me to do that. It's another way to add that value to the world. And it's the same with you. Like you just talked about, like Dave, you know, and other people you've given me examples time and time again of you've worked with, who've done Success UPS, and it's either completely changed their path in life and they've quit the job and started a business, or whatever they've done, or all of a sudden they've got a reason to get up every day. And to see that, it's crazy. And to then put people in a room, like you said, they're walking around with this baggage, to then release it and be there with other people that can add to that value, people you can have that communication with is it's crazy. And I can't wait for the first session in September.
I'm nervous about it. Stop reminding me. I'm nervous now that it's like we've set it up, we're giving it all these big licks and the big hype and the big chops and that. And I just thought what's in my head and actually what's in my heart is going to work. And obviously everyone said it's going to work, Andy. That's why we've joined. We must have hit the nail on the head, because to get 27, it's going to be 28 active members by today, 28 members in by today, 28 founder members. To do that in 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever, it feels like we've got something that's got some traction. And there's, the future of it, Dan. I mean, we spoke about this before. We might have more than one group. I don't know. It might be nationwide. I don't know. It might be global. I don't know. We might have YABs for startups. We might have YABs for specific industry sectors, marketing, IT and technology, accounting, whatever. So people from the same industry who sit in the same seat in the business get to chew the fat. I don't know if that will work or not. We've even talked about a YAB for number twos in business as well.
Yeah.
For the people being groomed for that top seat. So when the MD or the CEO is moving on, so he doesn't want to work in that business so much anymore, and the next person comes up and sits in the MD's chair, that number two role, it's frustrating. I've been there. It's flipping hard work, but it's exciting at the same time. Different challenges. But the concept behind YAB is same. Your affordable board. It's a team of board members, all number twos, focused on problem solving, that kind of thing. That kind of position, that kind of day-to-day life that a number two goes through. So it's exciting, and it's so good to have you on board, Dan. I'm so pleased you've invested in it, your time, your energy, your effort, and also your marketing skills to help get this off the ground. It's been awesome. I mean, proving itself that your superpowers are working.
Is it not also good is why it's kind of like we're going to build it as a community.
Build it in. Absolutely. And it's not about me, this, for once. I don't want it to be about me. Okay, it is about me right now. But as it launches, it's about the community. And as it grows, I want the community to run itself. I mean, whether that's something that can happen, it needs support, of course, admin and stuff. But I would like the community to dictate and decide how it grows and what other areas. Because there could be a YAB for young people, young aspiring entrepreneurs who are coming out of school, college, university, whatever, who want to set up a business. Let's bring those thinking people together. Because bloody hell, imagine the electricity in the room, getting a bunch of very young, very, excitable young people with new business ideas, bring them together in a room in a structured way and getting them to help each other get their businesses off the ground. I think could be enormously beneficial.
It's crazy.
And a lot of fun as well, which is
I think that's the thing is you're going to get a lot of people who are very passionate, a lot of just people who want to be there. And like I say, it's not you're kind of lighting the spark and then just going to let go, let roll. And I think this thing that you've started here is just going to be crazy, transformational for your business, for your life.
Well, let's see what happens. So before we go down, it's been great to have you on the show. Is it called a show? I don't know. It's the first of hopefully many. Tell us the 3 things that you are interested in outside of work.
So what was the one that I just mentioned there? Self improvement. I call it self improvement. Every day, self help.
Yeah,
I'm sure they put a negative label on it to put people off. Don't be put off. You're going to improve yourself. It's all right to improve yourself.
That's number 1. Give me
number 1. Next one is can we put conspiracies and aliens in the same little box, big box?
Yeah, the rabbit hole stuff.
We can have massive rabbit hole. Yeah, So everybody watching this who's part of YAB, then expect some crazy ideas to.
Awesome. Give me number 3. What's number 3?
Number 3. Well, it has to be. Unfortunately, I can't take part at the moment. No, nobody can really. But it's travel. Love travel. I created my business to be virtual, to be work from anywhere, because I wanted to travel, and it made sense. If I create just like you're creating something that you couldn't find. You're creating a community, creating a movement that didn't exist. And for me, there were no job that exists. I create my own business. So yeah, travel for me really important. Love it. You know, since 2018, been up to the pandemic, unfortunately, but been traveling all over. We first had a call when I was in La Paz in Bolivia. So yeah, it's like I travel. Yeah, so there's my 3 things.
Awesome. Well, listen, everyone's got to know a bit more about you today. Hopefully, everyone's got to know a bit more about YAB and why we set it up and stuff, and the type of caliber of people that are going to be joining us in there and their superpowers. So, Dan, it's been awesome talking to you. I hope you've enjoyed watching the show with me, Andy Henderson, Forward Thinking YAB, Success GPS, and Dan. In fact, we've got your bro on board here.
Yeah, he's just joined.
Look. Hey, Damien Nelson. Here we go. So nice to see you, Damo. So great show. Well done, Dan. Thanks everyone for listening, and we'll see you very soon. Hopefully next week with another episode where we bring on another founder member and they can talk to us about why they joined and what their superpower is that they're going to be injecting into the community to help people think better, feel better, and do the right thing in their business and their life. So thanks, Dan. We'll see you very, very soon.